Welcome to Reality Bites, and hello to everyone at the Australian Hairdressing Council. I'm Kim Cray. I'm the Salon Mentor, or you might even know me as editor of Hairbiz Magazine. But today I'm going to talk to you about all things money and how to make a lot more of it, or at least how to feel more confident in managing it. Because I would say my superpowers, if you like, are money and team performance. So I help salon owners really quickly spot exactly what's causing their cash flow issues and how to fix them, and also build happy, positive, high-performing teams who smash targets like rock stars. And I know that so many of us really struggle with this, right? We struggle with managing our money. And let me tell you, I get that. I have done salon businesses both ways. Even after many years in senior roles, in my early years, I experienced probably what you are experiencing now, maybe, in that all of that knowledge and hard work didn't necessarily translate into success. But I invested and I learned the secrets to, or what it took to gain financial success. And that's my mission, is to share that, to help you change your situation too. Because I know that there are so many incredibly talented hairdressers and salon owners out there who are just magical at how you make your clients feel, but that doesn't translate into profits a lot of the time. There are so many talented people who don't make money. What made you a great hairdresser won't make you a wealthy business owner. That's a totally different set of skills. And also, I believe it's a very different mindset as well. So there's a shift that needs to happen. So I thought a great place for us to start today would be on some simple but really handy money management tips to help you take control of your money, so that you never have to have that sick feeling that you get in your stomach, right? When you open that BAS statement, when you get your tax bill, like when a staff member says she needs to go on holidays for 3 weeks, right? And how are you going to find that holiday pay? So I want to help you get rid of that stress. Okay. So let's get started with just a few simple ones to start with. So first of all, I definitely hope that you are separating your personal income from your business income. Okay. Even if you are a solo professional, a freelancer, a home salon, I want you to keep your business income and your personal income separate. I want your business income or account to receive the turnover and pay the expenses, and then pay you into a separate personal account. If not, it is a nightmare at tax time or BAS time, right? So keep those two separate, okay? Secondly, I want you to have at least a second business bank account. So that is separate from your main business trading account, and into this, you're going to place money that isn't yours, like GST each week, like the PAYG tax component of your wages. Okay, so when you calculate your gross wages and you deduct the tax and pay your staff the net amount, I want you to put that tax into a separate account. Don't touch, it's not yours, okay? Any of the superannuation is another one, okay? It needs to go into a separate account so that it doesn't get mixed up in your day-to-day trading account. That's where we get stuck. I want you to treat it like a hot potato. Get it out, okay? Have it sitting in a separate account. So imagine what it would be like to do your BAS and see whether it's 8,000, 14,000, 30,000 that you've got to pay, and you look at your account and that and more is sitting there waiting for you to go. Imagine what it would be like if you had a staff member that just said they need to go on holidays for 3 weeks. The money is right there, okay? So if you've just said, I can't afford to do that, there are a lot of weeks I can't afford to put that money aside, I would say that that's an indication that there are other things that need, or that are at play, that need to be tidied up in your business. That shows you that there are some expenses that are out of proportion that we need to deal with, okay? You've never known that. No one's ever shown you that. So what you keep doing is working harder and harder and harder, okay? So in a profitably run business, of course, that money is put aside. There's more than enough to pay for it. So that could be an indication that there's other things at play, right? Moral of that story, let's get that money put aside, don't touch. Next, let's go a step further, okay? As well as just staff's tax and super, let's now calculate their entitlements. So like their annual leave entitlement, what that costs you per week, including their loading, if that's applicable, including even potential sick leave, Okay. Now, if you're not sure how much that is or how to calculate that, jump online and grab a copy of my online program, Pricing Services Profitably, because a good component of that is understanding what our staff really cost us and how we turn those costs into a target. Let me give you an example. Let's say that we worked out that your senior stylist costs you an extra $140 a week in annual leave, superannuation, potential sick leave, loading, etc. And let's say your second year costs you about $80. We work out what all of that adds up to each week. That is direct debited into another account you don't touch. And again, they go on holidays, the money's there. You transfer it back into your main account, you pay them their holiday pay. Easy, no stress. Let's say they need to take 2 or 3 days off sick. That money is also sitting in your separate account because we've allocated for it. We've planned for that. All we need to do is transfer it back into your main account and pay it out. No stress. How radical. Now that we've got that step mastered though, let's take it a little step further. What if we set up another online account? Guys, they're usually free online accounts, fee free, okay? So let's set up another one. What if we put into this one a small amount, even if it's tiny, like $10 a week or something to start with, but let's put a small amount in there for important things like staff training. What about even some for your own education and development? Because guys, the only way to grow any business is by growing the owner of that business, because how we think is showing up in our decisions, right? So what if you all of a sudden had the money to go and do a couple of fabulous programs each week or each year, in things like money management, leadership, social media mastery? What if you could now afford to go and do a couple of programs that would change your business, educate you, and change your situation, okay? And you're going to have the money to do it. And now let's get really radical. What if we did another one for your holidays, okay? Now, I know a lot of you say you can't afford to take holidays. You are the most important resource in your business. It is essential that you are thinking clearly and leading with energy. So we need to budget and plan for that just like any other expense in your business. What if we worked out what would it cost for you to go on holidays for 2 weeks to cover not only the cost of the holiday itself, but maybe your rent or mortgage while you're away, maybe a bit of a buffer for some extra expenses, because if you're the one making all the money, maybe your turnover might drop and your expenses are going to go up while you're away. By the way, that's something else we need to stop happening, but that's another video. What if we had that amount allocated? We worked out what that would cost per week and we made it happen. Okay, but the key here, guys, is to make sure that this is on a direct debit. It cannot rely on you remembering, and it cannot rely on you putting that money aside if you've got enough left. It's got to happen anyway, because what it's going to do is get all of the money that isn't yours or that's allocated for important things out and make you manage your business on what is left. And it's going to make you a better business person. It's going to make you tighten up things, deal with things, correct issues that are causing a lot of the cash flow issues, right, that you're dealing with now. So important that we do that. It doesn't matter even how much it is. When it comes to things like your training account, maybe your holiday account, maybe your own education account, for those things, start off, if it's $10 a week, it doesn't matter how much it is. All that matters is the commitment is there and it happens religiously, irrespective of what else is going on, and you don't touch it because that is a priority. Yes, as you get more profitable, you can increase those. You can go to $15, $20. You know, fast forward a couple of years, it might be $50 and $100 a week, right? Because you are developing really healthy money habits, right, that are going to support you achieving your goals rather than hoping that one day it might happen. You see what we're doing? We are deciding what is going to happen. We are putting the systems in place to make it so, and we're living those every single day. So guys, these money habits can be life-changing for you. I really hope that you're going to take that on board, get a lot more money sitting in your accounts. But guys, if you would like to find out a little bit more about what I do, head on over to kim@kimcray.com.au and you'll find lots of videos and blogs. You'll find lots of great online programs that will help give you the expertise you need in your business. And you can also find me on social media at The Salon Mentor on Facebook or at Kim Cray on Instagram. Guys, I hope that's been super beneficial for you. That's Reality Bites, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.